Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I was in the gym tonight. I was on the treadmill, and I was just thinking about, this whole political situation and the Muslims and African Americans and the whole nine. And it dawned on me that the foreign Muslims in America put all their eggs into one basket with this Palestinian issue. Now, I posted this on Facebook and people were like, okay, can you explain that? What exactly does that mean? What that means is that the Muslims, or the foreign Muslims in America, who sort of led this march against the Democrats and Harris, they, in the spirit of showing their anger and their disagreeing with the policies that are aiding this genocide from the American side, that they wanted to show their anger to the Democrats and the Harris so much that they, without thinking it through, without critical thought, have quite possibly aligned themselves with an even bigger threat. I'm not going to say align themselves, aligned us with quite possibly an even bigger threat. The policies that are going to come down the pike, that could come down the pike, are going to affect the land that all of our feet stand on. It's going to affect the land that our children's feet stand on. So in essence, it seems like they cut their nose off to spite their face. In the efforts to show the Democrats and Harris that they were so upset, so angry, and justifiably so, without thinking it through, without critical thought, without longitudinal thought, they have possibly put us in an even worse situation here where we are. I had a conversation with a brother very recently. He's a very, very dear friend of mine. And he said, that he voted, and I asked him who he voted for, and he said he voted for Harris. And I said, okay, why? Tell me why, without judgment. He said, I cannot vote against my own best interests because of what's going on in another country. He said, the incoming president, you know what he is. He's shown you what he is. You've seen the spirit of the people who align themselves with racist ideology, with white supremacist ideology, with, all of the phobias and isms that exist out there. And we saw how that affected black people, people of color, low-income people. We saw it. So he said there's no way that I could vote against my own best interest because of what's going on in another country. And then he made a valid point. He said, right next to Palestine are Muslim countries with bona fide militaries that could step in, that could do something more than what my vote could do. But they're doing nothing. And I said, that's a valid point. So I don't think that they necessarily thought this, who they support, through. Not to mention, I highly doubt that how this incoming presidency is going to affect black people here in America. How is it going to affect indigenous Muslims here in America? I don't think that was even part of the equation when they jumped on the bandwagon and began to show their anger and their the vitriol for the policies that are supporting the genocide of our Muslim brothers and sisters in Palestine. I don't think that they thought through, if we do this, what's going to happen here? what's going to happen to not only us, what's going to happen to other demographics of people that his policies are going to affect. I don't think that was a part of the thought process. So that is an explanation. So if you happen to come across my post on Facebook, this is the explanation of it. Hopefully it's clear. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.